lift your balls, flip over, spread your butt cheeks, cough 3 times, that whole thing.
CZ perfectly depicted exactly how most people are feeling in the market at the moment with this Bitcoin roller coaster price action that we've got ongoing. However, this week we have got a Fed interest rate decision on Wednesday.
Good evening.
We've got Bitcoin endgame theory talk. We've got Bitcoin $1 million price tags.
There is no second best. There's no second best crypto asset.
We've got some altcoins that are setting up absolutely fantastic structurally. And we have got the metals train, which just doesn't seem to stop. So do make sure you drop a big like on the video and let's get into it. So while we had a pretty nasty fall off on Bitcoin on Sunday, it has recovered most of its losses already. We got a nice push back up on Monday and we are just still trading within the range. So we've got the range high and the range low from 94,000 all the way down towards 85,000. Now, while we haven't got a full test of the range low yet, what we actually did get was a clearance of all that liquidity built up moving into the new year, which was yet to be swept, which Bitcoin, as you can see, came down, gave a perfect liquidity sweep and bounced.
I said, ooh, come on baby, turn the lights on.
So that in itself is bullish when we're looking at this range and a potential move back towards the range high, coming up back towards $94,000. But looking at this range, you can see we've definitely got some in-range SR going on. This region here, in and around $90,000, particularly from the middle of December onwards, has been acting as SR while Bitcoin waits to trade at the extremities of the range. But if we look at the bigger picture and look at the Bitcoin price action over the past few months, what we are waiting for is a proper test of $85,000 to test demand, or Bitcoin to get its bullish pants on yet again and start a push back towards the range high, which we want to see break. But this week we saw another buy by Saylor and Strategy. And this latest buy has moved their average entry into the 76k bracket.
I'm going to be buying Bitcoin at the top forever.
Meaning that they are just 16% up on the Bitcoin buys after 6 years of DCAing. Now, the endgame theory for Bitcoin, which would see it go into the multi-million dollar price tag, is the idea that it would become the world reserve currency, which Tucker Carlson thinks that it can be.
Clearly, there needs to be a new global reserve currency. You don't want it to be one owned by a geopolitical rival. So why wouldn't Bitcoin be the new global reserve currency?
Now, endgame theory is Bitcoin's final form, its final hurdle, and becoming its true prophecy and fulfilling what it was meant to do when it was created by Satoshi. But along the way, we're going to hit some gnarly price tags, and Anthony Pompliano thinks that $1 million is happening.
There's a saying in the Bitcoin community, if it's not going to zero, it's going to 1 million at some point. I don't know when that's going to happen, but it's going to go to 1 million.
Now, on Wednesday, we have got the next Fed meeting, which is being priced in at a no change probability. It's 99% odds on that the Fed leaves rates unchanged after this meeting. Now, of course, this is going to anger Trump.
He's either incompetent or he's crooked, I guess, right?
Now, on Monday, silver hit $117.50.
Try to short it. You're going to get in trouble if you probably do at this point.
And while it had an initial massive spike up on the day, it actually created the largest candle in commodity history when you're looking at the price action and, of course, the value from the upside to the downside of silver's market cap. But moving into some altcoins, Solana is one of the best looking charts out there. It's one of the cleanest to read as well. As we can see on the chart, we've got very clean levels on Sol. It's evident where Sol is attracted to and also where it finds support and resistance. Currently, we have dropped all the way back down towards demand, where we found demand in December before we went on the run towards the range high. Now, we're currently finding that as resistance, as you'd expect, because it is SR. But all we need to do is reclaim $126 on the daily. That then puts us back in the upper range and then, of course, potentially leads to a strong rally back towards the highs. Hype is the strongest altcoin out of the large caps this week as it finally breaks that downtrend. The price has been struggling at this descending trend line since mid-November, touching it and then selling off, touching it and then selling off. However, when we came and swept the 10th of the 10th wick, that mass liquidation wick, it gave Hype a compression because it was stuck between where it was finding demand and, of course, the descending trend line with not much room to run. Over the past 2 days, it's broke out with strength and is seeing massive momentum to the upside now. Now, you see a common theme here when you are looking at charts is that altcoins are trading very cleanly into support and resistance. And we've got the same on ETH. It came down and tested demand on Sunday following that drop and then has got a really nice bounce so far. But again, similar to Sol, it's got an SR region above it, and all it needs to do is flip that back to support, and then it opens the door to then rally into the upside. Now, I will be going live for the FOMC meeting. We'll be going live just beforehand. We'll then be on stream looking at the price action following the rate announcement, and then also watching Powell's press conference and Q&A. So make sure you keep an eye out for me going live on Wednesday evening. It will be just before 7 p.m. And please do drop a like on this video if you haven't. Let me know in the comments, what are you thinking? Are you bullish? Are you bearish? And if you have made it to the end of this video, drop a rocket in the comments section. I want to know who watched all the way to the end. But thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.